Good morning, Kathy here from KathysKuteKreations. Today, I'm going to do the Make It Mini, which I received in the Creative Notions box, in case y'all did it. Now, I'm not going to use the fabric that came with it. I cannot get over that green, whatever color that, green, gold, whatever that is. No, not going to happen. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So, first off, I'm going to change it up just a little bit. I want to make the middle square be this fabric here. So one of them I'm going to do in these fabrics right here. So that, the gray, the purple with the stars, and then the spider web. Then the other one I want to make the grunge purple, the gray with the spiders and such, the stars on the white background, and then the green spider webs. But I still want to do that middle square out of this. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my fabric. I'll show you it after I've got it all cut up and get ready to sew. When all was said and done, these are the colors I decided on. So I stayed with that square one. I changed it up a little bit. When I started reading the pattern after I had cut out my fabrics, it said I needed background. So right here it says background, BG equals background. So when I went down here and I started the very first thing, now all this fabric, these are your number one's a floral print. I used the purple stars instead. Number two is the lavender. I used the white with the stars. The gold, which I did not care for, I use that for my middle square, and I use the gray, this right here, which is the background is gray. I use that for my pink squares. I use this green one. These two right here are taking the place of the gold. And then, like I said, I use this gray here and place the pink. And what I did was I just wrote down, like here, gray, which is cats and ghosts. Green was this one here, which is my center gold. I made green, and you know the center one I made that white with the writing on it. So I wrote down what I used for a substitute, like the white stars, the purple stars, so I could keep track of it. Otherwise it was going to get confusing. But when I went down here and I started reading the directions, it says use fabric 4, which is fine because this here is the fabric 4. But the next thing it says is and the background 4.5 inch squares. Well, I don't see anything that says background color. So I just went ahead and grabbed this purple here to match this to use it, because now I have to sew all the way around the square and then cut it, and then I end up with my half square triangles like that. This is another way to do half square triangles than the way that I've been doing it in my videos. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So first off, I'm going to leave what I just put in, and could I be any dumber? So when they said the word background, this just proves to me that I've been reading way too many simple explaining patterns along with being tired. So I didn't pick up on it until I flipped the page and started reading more. Alrighty, so the next step is to take, mind you now, the two background fabrics, and we're attaching the 3-inch squares, and there's 4 of them. We're going to put 2 and 2. Now I'm going to end up with extra squares, which are fine because this is the squares I did the boo-boo on. I didn't have to cut out more to make a background. Actually, the background was that and that. But the word background threw me. So I'll decide when I go to put this together whether I want to use these or those, because you know how I collect these anyway, so it's no big deal if I've got extras. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew these now. And on these, you don't sew them down the line, you sew on each side of the line. I went ahead and I went back and I marked each side, because then I do not trust myself to go 1/4 inch from that middle line. I'm way too tired. I'm trying to think. Oh. Yeah. And then we just cut down the middle line. Boy, it's been a long time since I've done any kind of flying geese like this. The ones I really like are the ones on the paper. Oh gosh, those come out perfect. I love those. Just go around the lines and I could not sleep last night. That's why I was so tired. The time I finished working on my video for Creative Notions and got that going, it was after 11. Then I had to get my video taken care of for tomorrow for Fort Worth Fabric Studios. That's coming out. So, I'm just doing a lot of stuff. And I really knew that I wanted to do this little thing for myself for work as well as my co-worker. I'm disappointed I couldn't find anything in the way of orange or with pumpkins on it, or I must have a different container, a couple of containers, but for the life of me I can't find it right now. And I cannot afford to go out and buy more fabric. I've got so much fabric, there's no way I'm going to buy more. I just need to dig around and look for it. Let's make sure that goes over there. There we go. Let's see what's next. Half, they look like that. I bumped that with my hand. Then when you iron them open, they look like this. So iron yours open if you're following along, and then we're going to take one of these. I'm trying to find it somewhere. There's another square to put on there. Here's some more. I need to look for it. Look how funky my flying geese are. So there's my layout, which is kind of weird looking, but I don't care. I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it together. There it is, finished. So you can tell that I changed it up a bit, did my own thing. So that's the thing about when you do it yourself, you can do it any way you want. This is the way I want it to show up. It's different, but that's all right. And the next one will be even different yet. So I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to keep that center. I keep bumping this camera, but I'm not going to keep anything else. I keep other fabrics, but like when I made that boo-boo, I'll go ahead and I'll use those little half square triangles. So that's why it'll be totally different. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I know this isn't very long, but I just wanted to show you what I made, and that was from that Creative Notions box called Make It Mini, June 2024. All right, see y'all next time. Bye-bye.